Hello, welcome again. I'm responding to your next video that had to do with Twisted Metal, the movie. Yes, I saw how excited you was about it, but once again, I always feel that Hollywood or the studios trying to find a way to do the opposite. I'll give you a good example. When I saw your video, it was a Friday night, so I just came home from work. And I jumped on the computer and I saw your video and explained how the Crank Brothers, that's why I call them the Crank Brothers, who did Crank. It's a good movie. I saw it, saw two of them, trust me. And I was like, well, maybe a possibility. And I started thinking, maybe Hollywood had gotten better of turning a game into a movie. When I was trying to go to sleep, when I finished watching the video, I was trying to go to sleep because I had to work the next day. I popped on the TV for a while and see what was on. And guess what was on? Guess what was on that night when I saw your video? Something that even confirmed my belief that they can probably mess this up. And I'm not saying to be, harmful or like, it's never word, but it got me thinking about this movie. Yes, the movie called Doom. Yes, when I saw that movie, I'm thinking, here was a good promise. Promise of a game can be a movie, but it flopped it up because we all know that the origin of Doom, right? Scientists from Mars found a gate of hell and all hell breaks loose. In the movie version, they complain with mutation. Yes, that's the little small things like that change the perspective of how the movie is. I mean, I'm not a movie expert or anything. I say if you do it right, you do it right. But so often sometimes they do something the opposite. And you feel like, wow, they couldn't have done that. I mean, sometimes it would be like a cash grab, like Uwe Boll. Yeah, I hate this guy. Uwe Boll is the reason that I really hate when he does video game movies. You mentioned Blood Rain. I love that game. I actually had part 1, and I saw that for a reason. I had to get some extra cash. But when I got part 2, I said, wow, part 2 is great. She's like a female version of Blade. I mean, how you go wrong with that? Yes, you go wrong having Uwe Boll directing it. You know what? Forget about Boxman. I want to fight him in a street fight. Beat him down, up and down the street, and stop to make movies and that. You know why he make movies like that? So he get tax write-off. Yes, tax write-off. He make the worst movies, game imaginable, and get a tax write-off. That saying me, hey, you know what? Hey, Mr. Sultan, you want to make a movie? Yeah, great. Here's a lot of money. You know what? And as soon as you make that money, next year you get a tax night bonus. Oh, great. Thanks a lot. That's what I feel like. I mean, Uwe Boll is the worst idea ever. But if the Crank Brothers, like I like to call them the Crank Brothers, if they can do a decent job right, like say that you mentioned before, like Death Race, that was like similar to Twisted Metal. They could work, as long as you have the go and the finished product. Don't go adding new stuff. Like I always think to myself, don't add too much into the game to the movie. When you do that, it's like I can go home, just play the game and save my $20. I like to say, take the action. Here's the game. I'll show you. Here's the game. This is the whole game. Like this is Twisted Metal. Now put the race into it and put something into the movie. But don't put too much into the game because, as I said, it will be too much of a game and people can just go home and play the game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying it might work. I'm just saying learn your mistakes, please, from all the movies, from Mario Brothers to Chun-Li to Street Fighter. Learn your mistakes and maybe we might get a decent video game movie. Decent. I'm not saying great, but decent. I'm just saying that. So, once again, I'm going to make it keep doing your video, keep being mad, be happy, whatever. You keep gaming, I keep rocking, whatever that means, and I will see you soon. Later.